Yeah, buddy. Check out this new intro, guys. We're going to be rolling with this thanks to our good friend that has been hooking us up with the graphic design and much, much more. So stay tuned to see that. For now, we have a war recap from Just Ordering. This is our first war out of the CWLK. Look at these stars, guys. 31-0 triples in a 40v40 war, all Town Hall 12s. This was ridiculous, guys. Absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, we can't record all 31 triples, so we will be doing just a few of the top ones and then and moving on, pressing on. Right? I'm playing around with this video editing stuff, and I'm getting a little bit better, so I'm happy about it. There's gonna be P.E.K.K.A. Bobat attacks, Kill Squad Hogs, Kill Squad Miners, Queen Walk, Lalo. I mean, you've got, if you want it, you got it right here. We got Hulk taking down the number one, right? He's going to be doing a P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, and he's charging in that town hall right about that 7 o'clock, straight into that town hall, and literally just pushing straight through, freezing that wizard tower. The wizard tower did not get a shot off on those bats, which is perfect to keep those bats alive. And then on that backhand side, there was just that one wizard tower, so he, not sure if he meant to put the freeze where he did, but definitely would have taken more advantage on that wizard tower. Again, you know, can't backseat drive and critique that when it's a triple against their number one. So Hulk, awesome job on that triple right there, brother. Next up, we have Rufus, and he's going to place a troop down at that bottom, you see, to see that tornado trap go off. So that was a huge piece of information that he did. Obviously, this base was scouted before, so he knew where a couple of the traps were. And then from there, he's going to basically queen charge to the town hall, across that from about the 9 o'clock into the town hall compartment. Or even though the town hall's on the outside, he's using that king suing the king on that town hall with the ice golem to freeze it to make sure that that king will take out that town hall, because you never know with skeleton traps and whatnot if that king was going to be able to hit that or take that town hall out. So, and then he's got the hogs literally pushing through the rest of that base from literally the 7:30 counterclockwise around that outside ring of defenses with a few cleanup archers on the backhand side. And that queen stayed up almost to the last, the last 70 or 25% of the raid. But unfortunately, those healers decided to go with the ice golems instead of the queen, which is super cute. Just super cute. Yeah, and then he's got plenty of cleanup troops to finish the back end side of this base. And there's a lot of trash structures, not a lot of defenses, so that's an easy cleanup. Great vision, way to take advantage of a scout. That was beautiful. Here we have VA or Vandit. And, you guys have seen a lot of this guy, whether it was the CWL or other wars. So definitely pay attention to him because he's going to go places. He's definitely going to go places. And, yeah, he just got promoted to co-leader in Just Ordinary, which is great to see some forward promotions going on. Him and Zeus got co-leader. And, we take the position seriously, obviously, as co's. I mean, at least I do. No, all the co's really take pride in being a co and knowing what they're worth to the team. So we've got VA. He's queen charging with that wall wrecker, making a perfect L shape with that king on that backhand side. So this is going to be a queen charge miner. That king really narrowing that funnel for those miners to push through. Going to take out that king. Appropriate heal spells. Unfortunately, again, the queen loses her healers, but is able to take out that multi-inferno and that bomber tower, which actually is really clutch because you guys know those are huge defenses against miners. He still has that warden's ability though, so when it comes in the long run, this would have been a RIP anyway. So basically swagged that warden's ability at the end and just cleaned up for the rest of the way. So making sure you have that tight pathing for the miners or the hogs, that's just huge. Next we have Tommy. Now this is German Tommy. I'm sure you guys are picking up on that. And he is going to be doing a kill squad hog attack, pushing that kill squad straight into that town hall. It was the area of least resistance. Warden's ability over that town hall. He's got plenty of troops to push through and going to take out both of the enemy heroes. And that kill squad's still pushing strong through the middle there. All single target Inferno, so those hogs have maximum value. And, Queen's taking out defenses appropriately with her range. Gets taken out by that single Inferno, unfortunately. But, when you've got 20 hogs left alive, a single Inferno is not going to take out the rest of those hogs. And then from there, he's got a Troll Tesla at the 12 o'clock. He's got cleanup troops pushing or cleaning up all those scraps. I mean, look at that. He's at 73%. All of the defenses were done. The rest, 25%, 26% cleanup, are going to, just clean up with those hogs around the clockwise of this base. So, watching this one, it was close, because you're just worried about maybe a time fail with all that cleanup. But luckily that kill squad moved in and did so much damage so fast that you didn't have to worry too much. All right, now we have Mitch, and Mitch is another good one. Now this enemy, they had a mixture of anti-3s, some ring bases, some just weird bases, and this is where you see the big variety of just ordinary and adapting each attack to what this, what the base needs to really get that 3-star. And it's huge because I'm not sure if I announced it on our YouTube yet or not, but Just Ordinary did get our invite to Poland, and which is great. We definitely worked our butts off with this last CWL, and we're lucky enough to get a placing, and we're hoping that our squad, which we will announce later, will get, will represent us well, and yeah, it'll be fun. Mitch is just doing the best way to take down these ring bases is just P.E.K.K.A. Witch, or P.E.K.K.A. Bow Witch, and that's exactly what he did. He has that main kill squad with the boulders pushing through, taking out 2 layers of defenses at a time. Those boulder bounces on these bases are just so clutch. It's the easiest way to get through them. I remember a day when boulders weren't, they were just introduced to the game, and it was like, what? Boulders? And then now, it's just super OP, and they have definitely changed the meta for ring bases. So awesome job, Mitch. Way to keep that going. And now we have Nakata, butchering that as well. And he is kind of doing this. It's kind of a ring base, but kind of not. I don't know, maybe a trophy base if you consider this. But he's going to be doing a P.E.K.K.A. Bow Bat. And as you can see, he's got that funnel. He's got that kill squad pushing straight into that town hall from about the 8 o'clock. Appropriate troops and jump spell to get into that core because that wall wrecker didn't quite make it. And notice he brought 4 freezes. Okay, that's a big change when we're talking about the kind of P.E.K.K.A. Bow Bats that we're seeing lately. So 4 freezes is definitely a little bit of a change. And honestly, I mean, look at what the bats had to deal with. Did you see the bats have to deal with any splash damage defenses? Because I didn't. So he used 3-4 freezes on that Tesla farm at the 12 o'clock. I mean, then loses all the bats to a red mine. Typical, right? No, that was crazy. He had, probably 4 spell swag there. Wow, good job, man. And that is why you are a CWL professional right there. All right, now we have Rick, and Rick is going against another, kind of trophy base, kind of ring base, a lot of open compartments. And he's got that kill squad. He's going to be doing a P.E.K.K.A. Bow Bat as well. Kill squad straight into that town hall. Maybe pop that Warden's ability a little bit too early, but luckily those bowlers and that whole kill squad got held up by an Ice Golem pop, which actually benefited the raid because, if that Ice Golem didn't pop, then those troops might have gone over the town hall and he would have lost all those bowlers and, maybe the witches and whatnot. So huge value there. Unfortunately, he does lose the bats pretty quick just because those wizard towers on that, interior layout are pretty well placed, but he's got such a good kill squad, a couple P.E.K.K.A.s in the center, still has the Queen's ability and all the healers left alive, and he's got a P.E.K.K.A. pushing through that wall. P.E.K.K.A.s are basically wall breakers at this point, and then a backside archer to clean up, a couple extra scraps, and voila, 100. Throwing down another 100. Great job, Rick. And now we have K-Sizzle. This is a very good attacker. This might be his premiere on the YouTube with this account. And he's going to be doing... Now, watch this, K. Now, this is going to be a Sui Heroes with a Electro Dragon push to knock out some of the base, and then a Slammer E-Clone. Look at the different stages of this attack, okay? So he Sui the heroes, and then did E-Dragons at the 3 o'clock into that compartment to clear that out, and then he E-Cloned the Stone Slammer at the 6 o'clock compartment area, and then he's La-Luing the rest. He knows the right placements of the La-Lu to get that sweeper. Still has an E-Dragon up. Warden's ability over that Town Hall. The loons basically had perfect pathing because they spread out enough to take, a lot of times in La-Lu raids, you'll see the loons kind of spread out. But this was, you'll see the loons stay together, but this one was perfect. The loons spread out and went to different defenses, and it doesn't get any better than that, really. And then cleans up with those extra troops, had an E-Dragon all the way through the raid. So, very, very thought out multi-stage attack. That takes a lot of thinking and a lot of skill right there. Excellent job. That was beautiful. Here we go. We got Seto. The enemy clan really liked this base for some reason. Not sure why. But we had one person crack it, and then we, took advantage. And he basically is using that king to keep that funnel, double bowlers at that top 12 o'clock, if you didn't see that, to keep that funnel for that queen to go into that compartment. And that king is still pushing around, getting those scrap structures around that backhand side 9 o'clock. And then the queen is going to jump right into the core there, which is going to take out the enemy queen. So the queen's got the Inferno, the enemy CC, the enemy queen, and she's even pushing through to get the enemy king. The loons are going to take out that Eagle artillery with the Warden's ability over. The La-Loon starting from the 12 o'clock, rotating clockwise. And that Stone Slammer still up. Stone Slammer gets taken out by that air defense, but he has a rage to finish up that Multi-Inferno and that Wizard Tower. And then from there, he's just got cleanup. Queen gets stuck in that Town Hall compartment, but makes her way out just in time for that to be 100%. Great job, Seto. And yeah, Seto, he had 2 triples, and I'd love to show him off, but as we saw in this war summary, we had way too many triples to really make a long video. Granted, this one's 20 minutes, and I'm not even able to show off literally half the raids. So now we have Godblin, legendary Godblin, making his way with a queen charge miner with the Stone Slammer. So he's doing an excellent job by taking out the Town Hall with the queen charge, and then he's going to take out the enemy CC, the enemy king, and just so much value with this queen charge. Enemy queen getting taken out, finishing up that CC. Unfortunately, he does lose that queen, but he's got the miners in a perfect L shape for the rest of this base, and he uses a backside Stone Slammer to take out a few defenses along the way. Granted, I think he was looking to take out a little bit more maybe, but that's a good strategy you might want to think about in the future, is thinking about maybe on a queen charge when you can open the Town Hall with the wall breakers, and then you get the miners on the side making their L-shaped path, using a backside Stone Slammer to lighten the load for those miners on that final stretch. So it's something to think about, and great thinking. Now we have the one and only Butlove, and he is going to be doing a P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. Again, he's making sure that funnel is going to go straight into that Town Hall compartment. That's one good thing about these Town Hall compartments that are on that single portion at a corner, is that they're generally easy to funnel by using the P.E.K.K.A.s on the opposite sides and then keeping that kill squad in the center. And then look at this kill squad in the middle of this area here. Those they have access to so many defenses. It's beautiful having all those troops go through and having access into so many different compartments, that queen can literally shred basically the entire inside of the space, leaving those bats to just have an easy path around the outside ring of defenses. And as you can see, he frees in appropriately and just barely takes out that last wizard tower with some beautifully timed freezes. And yep, just clean up troops along the way, and that's a wrap. So Butlove had a very good attack there on a kind of funky base, looked like an arrowhead. So that was a great one. Now we have Colgrego. All right, now this is a ring base, but watch the opening on this video. I'm gonna do these at 4x, but the opening on this video really is kind of scary because he definitely did not get the value I thought he would have wanted out of this kill squad, because I mean there's still so much left, but he basically just spams loons and keeps that funnel for the loons to go into that town hall area. Warden over to the town hall. Luckily there were some single infernos. Takes out those wizard towers perfectly, and then from there there's only a couple of point defenses left, and he even has a freeze spell, freeze on that air defense for a good cleanup. And then the lava pups, loons, and a couple minions and Warden are finishing up that ring base. So yeah, that was a I don't know, watching that kill squad, I would have been like, oh no, not looking good, but of course it was gorgeous. Now I gotta show off my main boy Tommy, and this is that same base I was telling you about. And yeah, watch those bowler bounces, keeping that funnel for that queen into that compartment, and then you see the king pushing in. Knowing my luck, if it was me, those healers would have switched over to that king from the beginning, and then my queen would have been left all alone. And yeah, that's the story of my life. Yeah, I mean, we'll just watch those funneling techniques. It literally works out perfect. He does do a little bit different of a jump spell here, because he noticed that king did not get them as much value as the last replay that we saw. So he wants to keep that queen very isolated into that core of the base and make sure it doesn't go along the scraps on the 9 o'clock corner. And then just like 4 or 5 loon drops with a stone slammer leading the way on the 4 o'clock drop. And then Warden's ability, rages, push through that last section with that multi-inferno with the freeze. Does a backside loon to try to distract that wizard tower, but it doesn't matter. He's got probably 20 loons, if not more, sitting up there with a queen's ability. And I mean, that's a wrap. Awesome job, Tommy. That was a great hit. Perfection, honestly. Minimum losses there with maximum triples. That's what I like to see. Now, here is Liam on this base, and he's going to be doing, this is a fun attack to watch as well. It's going to be a P.E.K.K.A. Bobat with, obviously, that 300 IQ, as people like to say, that 300 IQ hogs distracting the wizard tower. So he's queen walking. It's a queen walk into a queen charge with appropriate funneling techniques on that backhand side. Notice he dropped an ice golem to freeze those defenses while that king is able to take out the enemy king, and then the king is literally just going to push forward, making it perfect for that kill squad to go right into the center of that base. And it's such an open compartment in the center of that base. Look at how much value they get. He starts the bat spell at about 7:30, freezes that multi-inferno, and then from there the hogs are pushing through, distracting, taking out that eagle artillery, and that kill squad is still up through the center there, bowler bouncing 2 layers of defenses at a time. And then literally just OP. That kill squad was beautiful. Perfect queen walk into a kill squad, and good old Liam. Explains why he got 5 out of 7 triples this CWL. All right, now to finish off, we've got your boy Dalton D3T here. Okay, saving the best for last, right? All right, yeah, don't share that to anyone. Everyone who watches this video to the end will know that that was said. So, basically, I just saw this base and I was like, okay, this is kind of an easy funnel, which is perfect for the kill squad hog technique, and that technique is obviously my go-to right now. Perfect funnel. pushing through the center. I did not use a jump spell over that compartment because I knew there weren't any other structures that were going to distract that kill squad to go around the outside, except for that enemy queen was shooting at them. So, it just took a second for the troops to retarget that enemy queen. And then hogs I sent in from about the 2 o'clock, rotating around that ring of defenses. That queen, I call this like the changeover or the turnover handoff. The healers are going to switch over to those hogs, just because they hate staying with that queen. And, it ended up working out in our favor because it kept those hogs alive more than they should have on that push through the center of the base. And my queen is still at full health with the ability still. So, yeah, it was I just noticed that it was going to be an easier funnel because of those 2 moats on either side of the town hall, and that makes for an easy kill squad charge into the core there. So, yeah, that was my thoughts on it, and good execution. So, here are some more triples that I didn't quite get to show in, just because, having 31 triples, me commentating 31 triples, that's basically commentating the entire CWL. So 31-0, guys. First war back after CWL in Just Ordinary. Absolute domination, right? Absolute domination. So we're extremely proud, and go Just Ordinary, baby.